All right, all right. Peace and blessings aside for the honorable one, the Success Scholar Haki Ammi here. Hope you're well. Hope everything is beautiful. Just wanted to do this piece and uh, say why the Success Scholar aside for the honorable one, Haki Ammi, should be on the Ayana Vanzant show now. Several people, as I made the suggestion that perhaps instead of Miss Van Zant, who is on the Oprah Winfrey Show, instead of having a brother that has 6 children by 6 or 7 baby mamas, or however, that she would consider having the Success Scholar on. Now, some people took this to make it seem as though I was not sincere, or suggesting that we maybe Miss Van Zant should be helping those that do not that need help. My suggestion on one level uh, is that black men should be in a position to assist black men, right? Now, because of course, I mean, me now, not just any black man, but the Success Scholar, as the certainly a true scholar and a teacher for empowerment. I have one of the more relevant and more practical messages for transformation of this time, right? So I just got to make that plain. Now, what I also understand, for those that know me, know and understand that I am a very, very conscious and aware brother, and I'm aware of the historical role of the media and how the media portrays African black males. And I'll just use Brother Burrell, I'm sorry, of Burrell Communication, the author of the book Brainwashed, and how they would use certain images to cast people in different perceptions, right? And many of the, what I say, the black unconscious class, or the black bourgeoisie class, who may not necessarily care about their representation in the media, may not necessarily care about stories about black men, having 6 children by 6 different baby mamas, and how you're going to fix those people, right? Or would you tell a story of how the Success Scholar Haki Ammi, coming up from the streets of Baltimore, how the method and methodologies that I use to transform myself, and now how I'm speaking and doing events and empowering and transforming, how I move dozens and hundreds of books, and how I personally read 100 books a year for 100 years. And this is why many and many more are now beginning to wake up to a more to the reality that the Success Scholar has been putting in this work for quite some time. And I've had the honor of, just last year, someone woke up at the Congressional Black Caucus, and I was able to speak there, amongst several places that many of of those who are becoming more and more awakened of the reality of the track record, not just somebody just out here speaking, or someone just out here that co-authored a best-selling book with 2 amazing individuals, but someone who's been doing the work, that not out here with several different baby mamas and in debt, and out here drinking and doing all kind of drama. So one or some people who may not necessarily think that I have a right to even inquire about these images, or inquire of whether or not Ayana Van Zant, or am I so-called qualified to actually be on a show like that. So I'm just going to just make it plain, and I'm going to take it and use this tool, social media tool, to just. I'm absolutely confident that more and more are going to wake up to my videos, and more are going to wake up to the shows that I'm doing, and more are going to wake up to reality that yes, and I'm not saying that this is the sister's plan to create and cast black men in a as a negative manner, but I know that there's enough out there, and there's many cowardly, unconscious, Negroized black men, black professionals or whatever you want to call them. They too unaware, they too punkified, sissified, and unconscious, shall I say, to understand the dynamics of imagery and power, right? So they can't say anything. The so-called educated black men that may be successful and may have a business or whatever, they're not very well, they're not broad like me, So I'm just like laying down the laws like that. Yes, I believe sincerely, with all due respect, that, certainly, I'm a balanced brother. I'm not, coming in any way that you could point a finger and say, look at him, we can't, no, just ain't nothing you can say. Absolutely. And so what I'm saying, and one sister said to me, well, you don't need no help. Yeah, hell yeah, I need some help. Hell yeah, yeah. I need the 100, 200,000 black women, or mostly black women that's seeing these images of this black man talking about, God damn, he's a sorry old Nick, you know what they saying. But when Yonder Vanzant, who lives rather close, in Prince George's County, she could holler at the Success Scholar. She should have known. It's like, in Nazi Germany, they said you knew or should have known who the saviors and the builders and the scholars that are out here doing the real relevant work for our community. So that's, I'm to the point now, I'm not worried about any of these so-called black male organizations that, or any of these black organizations that political, social, I mean, I've walked the gamut, as well as doing the relevant, empowering work in Baltimore, as well as Prince George's County. And so over the past year, I've done more work than anybody, the most relevant, practical work than anybody in terms of raising up the consciousness, wealth building, holistic health. I've been a part of it. And so I'm simply saying this, at this particular time, ain't nobody out here has had the more mature, shall I say, scholastic, right on point knowledge, just the right knowledge, connecting the dots to these different people, to transform, our community. Huh? I'm the only one right now, only black man in this country, absolutely, that's positioned with a real plan, a real strategy, a real consciousness, a real knowledge, and the credibility, right? To say that yes, this black man is on point. This black man, we can't. It ain't nothing that the Negroes gonna say. Ain't nothing that the so-called conscious people gonna say. Ain't nothing that our adversaries are gonna say. I know it's coming, but I'm just saying, if we have black people, in position, who's supposed to be, healers and builders, we ain't gonna waste no damn time. We ain't gonna waste no damn time with keep putting these negative images. We gonna put some positive images out here. We gonna put real black men who are doing the real work in our community, transformational, holistic, brothers that are reading the right books and that are managing their money, not out here, perpetrating at a club, not running up to the casinos, gambling and spending money on silly Negroes and silly women and jewelry and pocketbooks and other foolish taking trips, going to spend money outside of our community. Huh? So, and I know some of you, unconscious black folk, and, even, these half conscious people that's bringing in speakers, they don't understand. They don't understand. So I'm just sitting there. I'm simply saying at this particular time, absolutely, I believe without a shadow of a doubt, and you all can get, you can be an emotional, unconscious Negro if you want. You can be an unconscious Negro if you want. You can be controlled. You can be a nanny. You can be a shine, for our adversary showing images of black dysfunction. Hmm? So I'm saying I'm not gonna, nah, I'm just gonna bring it like real, 100%. Keep it 100%. Absolutely, because I'm definitely the one out here that's been putting in the real work, and I'm not gonna let any at this particular time. Ain't nobody out here. I'm not seeking no validation from anybody, but I'm just gonna call it like it is, so they can get themselves right. How about we get your mind right if we can, so you'll know what you should be doing, that you should be doing for our people. And some of these weak black men out here, they don't have any independence. They don't have any ideas. They're not conscious. They don't read nothing. They don't know what the hell is going on. They're just out here being a Negro, controlled, underneath of our adversaries. They don't have no broad perspective of the issues that are facing black men. So they can't speak. They can't speak for me. I don't give a damn what organization, Phi Beta perpetrators or any, black professional groups out here. They not real. They're not well rounded. These black men, and it just takes someone like me to actually, drop this at this particular time. So I'm just simply saying that we need real black men, real success scholars, real builders, real thinkers, real readers. That and that's this go for other media as well. Other so-called black media talking about what is newsworthy, and none of these folks, they don't know. They know what their bosses tell them of what is newsworthy. You all that's caught up and just keep on, wasting your time watching these people, and don't listen to the Success Scholar and telling you how I'm telling you to read a book, huh? Read the more relevant, conscious books that only the Success Scholar has the ability to share. You're not doing the right job for our people, and you need to get your mind right. And I'm just going to tell you how to get your mind right. So that's what I'm here to do. And it may not be pretty because I'm not speaking on behalf of any adversaries. I'm an independent brother thinking. I'm thinking bigger than what some of these controlled black people are able to articulate. They're not able to articulate, the level that the Success Scholar is articulating to. And so I'm saying at this particular time, I have, dug deep, dug deep in terms of my level of focus, my level of determination, my organizational skills, my money management, my partnerships and collaborations to truly, be that living, breathing example of positivity, of transformation, of self-development, of freedom. Hmm? And so I'm saying again, people can do what they want. People can watch what they want, but don't get this thing twisted. We don't need to hear fantasized stories. So the lost Negroes will watch it and, oh, she trying to fix the man that got 6 baby mamas. But someone like the Success Scholar has to do YouTubes so that when and these confused black women and others, y'all see me, y'all like, oh, you're not on Yonder Vanzant, so you ain't nobody. But I'm like, no, you just controlled by mass media propaganda, those that have organized to destroy you, to create a slave consciousness and poverty in your psyche. You won't pick up a book. You rather look at some of these miseducated Negroes, and I don't give a damn how much so-called money you think that they actually have. Hmm? So I'm not, coming from a jealous, envious, slave, poverty, consciousness, dysfunctional, jealous mentality. No, I'm building on different levels, and I'm going to continue to build, and I'm going to keep, this thing will have to change because people are dying because they don't see these positive examples of black manhood. They don't see the Success Scholar Haki Ammi, and I don't give a damn if you're a so-called conscious person on the radio or whatever. Some of these half big so-called conscious organizations that have attempted to stop the rise of the Success Scholar by attempted to minimize the work, the most relevant, practical, critical thinking work done of this time. So I'm simply saying, ain't nobody out here that have done the most practical work and strategic work for the transformation of our community than myself and the allies that I have. And so for those that are ready to build and grow to another level, I say join my movement, join the most relevant, practical, empowering, transformational movement, conscious movement of this time. So I'm simply saying again, I will close out with, yes, I believe that, for those other media, so-called media people, and for you all that are beginning to wake up to the rise of the Success Scholar, yes, do share. Do share. It's your duty. It's your responsibility for if you are true conscious, if you truly concerned, if you truly about transformation, you will share my most relevant scholastic empowering message of this time. There's no question in my mind that I have the most relevant, practical message, scholastic message for transformation of this time. And I'm going to continue to continue to manifest these things because I have everything that the Success Scholar need at this particular time to go to the next level. There's no question in my mind. So I say today, get ready, get your mind right, be one of the pioneers. For you all that's watching, be one of the pioneers for the most relevant, practical movement of this time. I'm on the move. There's no question in my mind. I'm on the move. I'm on a mission, making moves and going to another level. So those that desire, and I don't want you getting emotional because you simply just don't have the right knowledge. That's what's happening to you. If you're stuck in some uninformed position right now, you just need to listen to a more well-rounded, holistic, healthy dialogue. That only the Success Scholar can bring. And I don't take it or leave it alone, straight up. So I'm just making it plain. I'm just making it plain for you. So I just say, brothers and sisters, continue to tune in, share my posts, support the movement, Success Scholar, HAKI.com. If you have technology skills and want to do something to build this most relevant, practical movement, I can compensate some people for some things, but we need individuals that see the vision, that's smart enough. You've seen me enough. If you are wise and intelligent enough, and you can put your ego aside to collaborate for the better good. We're not worried about any so-called leaders out here. If you are worried about any of these so-called leaders out here, you are still a slave because none of them at this particular time can position you like how I am able to, right? None of these leaders or none of these organizations or groups or movements, they just want to keep you enslaved because they don't have no knowledge. I've put in the most relevant work, reading the right people, studying with the most relevant master teachers of this time. And so it's no question in my mind about where the Success Scholar is going to grow and go in the next 5 and 10 years. So I'm staying healthy and holistic. So I'm here so I can be here to continue to focus and study, to put together the right knowledge, to build the assets, right? To move our community forward. So that's all I have, brothers and sisters. So I know that some people will enjoy this message and some people will not. But, you know, again, it's only going to be a small select group of people. Everybody else is going to be dying. Everybody else is going to be dying on some way, shape, or form, right? You know, miseducation, poor health, poverty, all of it. It's a war on the black consciousness, you know, war on your soul when you are the odd, you're the weak link of this. And so it's time for you to toughen up. And I'm the only real coach that's out here that have that well-roundedness, that critical thinking skills to get out here and grind and make things happen. And so progress is absolutely being made. So I say join the most relevant, empowering movement of this time. This is the Success Scholar, the Honorable One, the Safo, Haki Ammi. I'm out. Peace.